Do you want to discover more joy, peace, and freedom with food, exercise, and your body? Here we bring a compassionate, holistic, and sustainable approach to fitness so you can fully enjoy the life you want and express your unique self with the world. I'm Michelle Roscoe, and I want to help you find fitness freedom. I'm so glad you're here. Every day I wake up at 4:56 a.m. and I have a short routine. Every week I show up to my tasks for work, and every month I review my progress and create new goals for the upcoming month. My life is made up of small habits that yield big results. They give me structure, and I didn't pick them just because. I picked them because I know that if I follow them consistently over time, they will bring the impact I want for myself, my life, and others. Maybe you want different results in your fitness. Maybe you want to improve your body composition. Maybe you want to get stronger. Maybe you want to feel better in your body, whether that's mentally and or physically. Maybe you want to have more energy. Maybe you want to take better care of yourself. Maybe you want to improve your life. And you know that if you worked on your fitness and you felt better about your body, other areas of your life would improve. And that's absolutely true. My best advice for you is to start with small habits, one thing at a time, and building on those habits as needed. But you start with one small habit. You get so good at it that it becomes second nature, and you just keep doing it over time. I have mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. If you're sick of it, I'm sorry. Maybe you haven't heard it. You say it. Bruce Lee, he says, "I fear not the man who can do 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the man who can do one kick 10,000 times." Something like that. It's that muscle memory. It's those grooves that we create in our brains. And the amazing thing about our brains is that no matter how stuck we feel in certain patterns or how hard change might seem, our brains are malleable and they're elastic and able to change. We have the power to create new circuits, new pathways, new habits in our brains. Yes, it is challenging. Yes, it is uncomfortable, but we can do it. And this is, if we couldn't change, then what's the point? What's the point of doing anything, right? If we can't change. And this is what I really focus on with my clients, is creating sustainable changes that last over time. And it takes time. Usually in fitness, we want to see fast results. We want to lose weight as quickly as possible. We have a wedding or we have a date in mind where we want to lose that number. And then we get frustrated if we don't lose it. It's all about reaching a certain number. Or maybe secretly we tell ourselves we don't care about the number, but we actually really do care. And then we don't see the progress that we want, and then we're frustrated, and then we kind of give up on ourselves. Change is possible for you. Change is absolutely possible for you. And it starts with small habits, one thing at a time, building it consistently and keeping with it. So here are some frameworks that you can use to make big changes. Now, these are just guidelines. Sometimes when you hear things like this, you feel like, oh, this is what I should do. Oh, if I don't do this, then I'm not doing it right. Or Coach Michelle says that I should do it this way. This is not what that is. These are just simple guidelines that you can take and modify that work for you, for where you're at. There's no place that you need to be other than where you are at, exactly where you're at right now. So here are some ideas that you can take, you can modify. Some of these I follow myself that have helped me over the years on my hardest days, my roughest days. And that's what I want you to think about when you're making these small framework, these small habits that I'm going to share with you, is think about what you could do on your hardest day. Because when you can be consistent, even through those hardest days, that's when you build the muscle. When you do that, oh, today was really hard, so I'm not going to do it, you're building that start and stop muscle, which is probably something that we're already good at, and we want to build the consistency muscle. Also, another thing is when you're thinking, oh, this sounds really hard, if I have to make these changes, it sounds really difficult. You don't have to do them all at once. You can just pick one that feels the most motivating for you, that feels the most exciting for you, and you can do it. All right. Another thing is to remember that you have habits every day, and You might complain if you have a kid or a dog or a pet. You might complain, but you still do it, about feeding them, about taking care of them. You don't really hear people say, I'm bad at being consistent taking care of my kid, or I'm bad at being consistent with going to work. You probably wouldn't have a job. So we are consistent in lots of ways. So don't think that there's something wrong with you, or you're bad at this, or it doesn't work for you. That's the first belief you need to crush. Crush it, because it's not true. All right. So here's a framework. Here are some ideas that I use for myself that you can take and run with. 10 cups of water a day at least. 10 things you're grateful for at least. 5 minutes of movement or exercise a day at least. 2 servings of high protein a day at least. And if you're curious about what that means, it's like 20 grams of protein, trying to get that much. 1 serving of raw veggies a day at least. 1 minute of still meditation and deep breathing at least. And as you can hear and see, I added at least to all of these, because it doesn't mean that we stop there. We don't have to stop there, but we give ourselves that minimum that we know we can accomplish every day, and we stay consistent with it. We keep it going, and we make it a fun game to keep that progress going until it becomes second nature. So banish the belief that this is not possible for you. Don't think that just because I said these numbers that you have to follow them. They're just ideas that you can work with, and you don't have to do it all at once. You can just start with one, which is a great idea. Actually, start one today. And if you feel like, I'll wait till tomorrow, I'm too busy today, then that means that it's too big. If you can't do it today, it's too big. Do it today. Do it today. Start with that one habit. Be consistent with these over time, and you'll see results. And it does take time, and that kind of sucks if you want something so fast. But if you can be patient and you can be consistent, then you will see the results that you want. That's all I have. That's short today. That's all I have. If you're wanting some fresh motivation for your fitness and you're not sure where to start or what to do next, maybe you've got a routine that's working for you, but you know it could be better, or you're wanting to get back into fitness, a fitness routine, and find that structure, I want to share with you my Fitness Motivation Masterclass. It takes you through why you're not feeling motivated, what practical tips to stay motivated, and what you need to know long-term in order to keep going. Yeah, so it's just a little bit about a sneak peek. This podcast is a sneak peek of what that masterclass, it contains so much value, and I would love to share it with you for free. You can get it in the link in my show notes. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive review. I appreciate it. I heard from a friend that I'm in the top 1% of podcasts now because I made it past episode 21, and I'm proud of that for myself. And I appreciate you so much for listening and being with me on this journey. I always love to hear your thoughts. I really, really do. Or if you have any questions, you can connect with me on IG at Michelle and Roscoe. You can email me at michelle@emmaroscoe.com, and there's more information there. I'm happy to be here with you. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have the most beautiful day. Start with that one habit. Start with that one habit today. Do you want to get the happy, healthy life that you want, that you really want, in a compassionate, sustainable, and holistic way, without the pain or strain, even if you've tried everything and it hasn't worked, or you're a complete fitness noob? Become the hero of your own body, health, and life by joining the Healthy Heroes. It's the most sustainably effective, enjoyable, and comprehensive fitness community to help you live your healthiest life and enjoy your fittest body without having to diet, punish yourself, restrict your food, or strain in pain. You can join as soon as today by clicking the link in the show notes. Let's become the hero of your own health so that you can enjoy your life to the fullest and express your unique self with the world.